show What's Your Point, a show where we debate hot topics. I'm your host, Ty. Tonight we have a very special show tonight. I'm here with my close friends and family. To the left of me, I have Hutch.
Hey.
To the left of him is Mackenzie. And to the right of me, I have Hannah Jolie. So we're going to get right into the swing of things. Jay-Z title of streaming service finally reached 1 million views. I guess which is good compared to like a streaming service like Spotify, which has 20 million paid subscribers. I mean, how do you feel like that about that? Do you think he's held to a double standard because of who he is, Jay-Z? Or
First and foremost, yeah, I think he's held to a certain standard because he is Jay-Z. But salute to the nigga. But I choose Spotify over Tidal. I mean, basically because.
Is it because it's free or because?
Basically because it's free, yeah. Because, I'm not putting my card and information, no type of for Tidal. But salute to Jay-Z. He doing a good thing. He got a hot line of artists and everything. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna bubble, succeed. But
I think it could swing either way. Like people could want to hate on Jay-Z, so they might not want to hop on Spotify. Or they might want to prefer to use Spotify than Tidal. But Jay-Z also has a lot of fans, so they might want to go with the Tidal thing. Also, Jay-Z has artists that are released and special stuff like that. So I'm curious to see how it's gonna play out. I'm interested. I might check out the Tidal thing.
I mean, for me, it's like when is enough is enough. Like you see a lot of Jay-Z, Beyonce. Jay-Z's got his hands in this, he got his hands in that. But sometimes too much could be too much.
Nah, that's not too much. It's another venture. He got his hands in music. What's he's rapping?
He's an entrepreneur now.
Exactly.
He's more
He got
than
his
just
hands
It
in
is,
rapper.
but I'm just talking about like from like a fan critic. You know what I mean? Or a person.
Not Jay-Z.
I'm talking from a critic's point of view, basically.
Now, critics not really
It's just
doing
like,
that.
oh man, another Jay-Z venture.
Yeah, but
That sounds like a hater though.
Yeah, true.
That sounds
True story.
like-
That's what a
sounds
critic.
like
That's what people do. Hate.
See, I'm a Jay-Z fan, so I might be a little biased.
I'm not a Jay-Z
into
fan.
the Tidal thing.
I'm
You're
not
not a
Jay-Z
Jay-Z fan.
Nah, really not. But as well though, but I like his sense of business opportunity. Picking Tidal the biggest streaming, whatever
I
it's
think
called.
that was a smart move for him. Being
A
like,
very smart move.
He has artists, and
very smart move.
I think it
It's a
just
vision.
makes
It's like
sense
someone
for
creating an
him
app.
to do that.
Yeah, what you think?
I mean,
about
it's very smart. To me, it's very
I don't
smart.
think it has anything to do with Jay-Z as a person. I think
Yeah.
it's not free, so people are not gonna get it.
A lot of
get
people-
free
Exactly.
stuff,
That's
so
true.
You gonna
And
feel like-
they'll get the free.
Absolutely
Yeah.
right. I feel like if Instagram wasn't free, a lot of people wouldn't have
No,
it. You know what I'm
fucking
saying?
right.
That's definitely
I definitely would not do it. Hell no, I would not get Instagram. If it game costs $9.99 and say download, I'm going to Instagram, whatever the next one is.
I probably
said
wouldn't have it
Instagram?
neither.
Yeah, Instagram, I don't know.
Oh man.
I probably wouldn't have it neither.
Yeah, that's a
But
fact.
so I mean, move on to the next thing. We have the women in this woman in Georgia who's finally got like a So for Georgia, it's never been like a woman that's been put to death for over like 7 decades,
Okay.
and now she got put to death.
7 joints?
Yeah, 7 decades. She got put to death. I mean, how do you feel about this? Do you feel like was she deserving of it? I'm pretty sure. I mean, if y'all don't know what
What she
happened,
do though to get the
basically, she conspired with another guy to kill her husband.
Oh,
and
shit.
killed.
And she's the first female in the state of Georgia to get
Well, in 7 decades, she's the
put to
first.
death, basically.
Put to death, yes.
Okay.
How do you feel like about that? I mean, since she's been locked up, she's been like, she been forgave about,
Yeah.
she gave, you know what I mean?
Yeah, me personally, like, the first woman in 7 decades to get executed, male or female, doesn't matter. Like, if you deserve to get put to death, I don't think the court, no, I'll take that back. Some people should get put to death. It depends what you do. A crime of her sense, like she killed the body, so I guess you get killed. She take your soul, you take your soul, whatever.
But that's not fair because then everybody.
I'm curious.
You're right. No,
as to-
yeah, you're right.
I'm
Everybody.
curious as to why she got put to death when I'm sure there's other, even women, men,
So
all kinds of people in Georgia that have
when did
got one body and didn't get put to death.
when
so,
did her crime
so
take
why?
place? What year?
That's my.
How long ago
That's
was it?
my.
Well,
thing.
I mean,
why?
When did
her?
it take place?
I ain't going into details with the topic pretty much, but it happened. She got put to death this
Yeah,
year.
I think. She got
I
put
mean, has to be
So-
like a good 10 years. Death row doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah, not even death row though, but like the time period is when she caught crime. Whatever era was when she caught crime, that plays a kind of too. Like, 'cause back then they probably put you to death easy, which nowadays you get 7 years for a body and won't get put to death. So I mean,
Well, it's pretty much the nature of the crimes.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
94?
what I
Oh,
wanna know
okay.
the nature of the
Yeah,
crime.
94
I mean, if she did some real.
she killed her husband.
Yeah, but all right, so
It's
she
premeditated,
conspired.
basically.
It was premeditated
Yeah,
murder.
yes.
Exactly.
She deserved it. Yeah, I don't see.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
not
see
saying
sex.
she
Me
doesn't
personally, I don't
deserve
see
it.
sex
Yeah.
as male or female. She killed somebody, so.
Well, it's not about sex. I think like
that's my point.
I think about when you just kill somebody, it's like the easy way out, opposed to making them sit in jail and suffer for like you know what I mean.
Yeah. So you're not.
For people who have
you're
been in
not
jail,
with
they know how it is
the
to
death
sit
penalty.
in there and suffer. You
But
get to
see,
think about what you
You
did.
say suffer though, but some people are
Create a new
natural
life
born
within.
chameleons. Yeah, some people are natural born chameleons. Whereas though, you know, I sit in jail, then I know, listen, I have no escape from this, so I'm gonna make it the best of my ability. And they get to enjoy their life and a little confined, being in jail. So they got their little piece on earth as being in jail, and that's. I mean, it could go both ways. So
But it's still a sense of punishment. It's not like you in
But
jail
some people
have
can
a,
manipulate themselves.
I mean,
if you can manipulate yourself to kill somebody, you can manipulate yourself to say.
I mean, you got to make the best of every circumstance. But
Yes.
What happened to the person? She conspired with somebody else. What happened to the other person?
I think he got life. I think in prison.
yeah, I don't think that put everything here as life. So basically, Mackenzie, what's your point? I'm gonna have you wrap this up on that subject.
I don't think she deserves it. Because there's people doing way worse shit and they're not getting that. So
Well,
they should be fair.
I can.
I mean, that works for me. All right. Moving on to the next subject, we have the basketball season coming up. I want to know who's the top contenders and who's the pretenders. I don't
There
know
you go.
already. I mean,
I
I'm a
already
Lakers
know.
fan. Kobe's coming back. He's gonna, yeah, he's not ranked number what 80? What they say 90? What
93 out of a lot of
Never
people.
that.
Sheesh.
Never that.
So who's
Yeah, that
your
was
basketball pick? Who's your team? Who you going for?
Well, there's a difference there. Who's my team and who do I think is the top contender for the season?
True.
I mean,
Yeah, you're right.
Obviously, I'm gonna rep my team as the Brooklyn Nets.
Hey.
So okay,
Yeah,
okay,
I
all
don't
day.
think we're gonna be doing much this season, but that's a whole nother point now.
Or who top contender?
This season, I think maybe like Oklahoma City has. If Kevin Durant comes back
He
in
back.
full force,
Yeah.
yeah, but who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen
He's a
there?
good pick.
Yeah,
And
great
they
pick.
got Russell
Westbrook.
Westbrook,
Westbrook.
and they could be a real force. So
So
that's who I'm thinking is gonna do something this season.
That's a situation.
But I'm still for my boys. I'm still for my Brooklyn.
Get it
Nets.
out of here though. Yeah.
LA all day. You know what I mean?
Shout out the whole. But now, but my pick is you already know. I'm
Oh
trying to say
man.
LBJ, you know, king of the court, LeBron James.
Bandwagon.
But
You're
the thing,
bandwagon.
yeah, they say she said the same thing. But Kobe Bryant though, like I'll go back to him. LeBron gonna be, but Kobe though, bro, like Kobe.
93 players better than Kobe.
No.
Yes, he did what in the past.
That's
In the
crazy.
past 2 seasons.
That's absurd.
in the past 2
That's
seasons.
absurd.
93 is extreme.
I'm not even
In the
going to.
past 2 seasons, he had the most
Part my
shot
back,
attempts
brother. Part my
and
back.
the most and the least. He had the worst shot percentage. Only one person was above. The next person above him was Trey Burke. So,
Yeah.
you feel me with shot percentage? Kobe died.
Okay, we all know off an injury.
He's a broke down. Listen, you can. he's a one show pony right now. A one trick pony. Right
Okay.
I don't think there's 93 better though.
That's a lot of people.
That's
a lot of people.
What we're gonna
I
see
agree.
because the past 2
I agree
seasons, listen, the ESPN analysts that gave him the 93 rank
Yeah.
actually did him a
They
favor.
ain't shit, yeah.
No, they
They ain't
did.
shit.
They did him a favor because he was really ranked like.
Well, if that's the favor, do me a favor. Don't do me no favors. That's how I feel about that situation.
I'm not
So
even a
Kobe
big
Bryant is
Kobe
Who you going for,
supporter,
Mackenzie?
but-
LeBron.
McKinney Denise
Oh.
Hey, LeBron, you know this shit, man.
Typical.
Okay, we're gonna keep it moving on to the next subject. We got the elections, a cycle coming up. I mean, who y'all going for? Who y'all liking in this election? For me, I mean, I don't follow election no more. All I remember is Hillary Clinton. That name just kind of rings a bell in my head. I mean, I'm not really political. That's what you may say. But I feel like Hillary Clinton is the best person for us right now, opposed to all these other assholes they got going. Who, Donald Trump? I don't know. Nobody else after that?
Man, I'm going for Hillary too.
I'm telling you one thing, this country is in big trouble with this candidate.
If Trump,
If I have to choose, I'd be for Hillary, but she's so off. She doesn't understand. She's been the first lady. She's got a lot of money. She doesn't understand where people like us are coming from. Donald Trump definitely is way off the Richter as far as our people, what we need.
But Hillary-
I don't think we
I
have
disagree with that.
good candidates at all this year. I'm for independent Bernie Sanders at this point, and there's just no.
But I'm glad you
Why?
said that. I'm glad you said that.
Because I'm
I
just
mean,
not-
at that point, do we think voting's important nowadays?
I
it's
do. I
don't
do
think
think
voting's
voting's
important.
important. That's a right.
It's
They're
never
trying to
been.
take all our rights. That's a right that we have.
So,
that I'm not
that's
trying
like-
to let
that's-
them take.
that's a
regardless,
smokescreen.
regardless, I'm on the fence because I don't know how much do our votes really matter.
Exactly, so
I
how is
don't
it
know.
important
But
if
the
you-
fact that I do have a vote, I'm gonna take it regardless
Take
whether it
advantage of
matters
it.
or not. I'm gonna take my vote. If you want to sit back, then you really shouldn't even have an opinion. If
I
you're
mean,
not
it
gonna
could-
vote,
it
then
could
you shouldn't
count.
have an
That's not
opinion.
true.
Your,
Because
your vote
you can
could
have
count. You never know.
You do know because we had an election with George Bush when it was a miscount in Florida, but they needed counts.
Yeah,
And his brother was the governor of Florida, Jeb Bush, and he did the whole counting process over.
I mean,
So
and
what
got
would
it.
happen
He
if
only
nobody
needs to
voted?
stay-
What
huh?
would happen if nobody voted?
Somebody to still be a winner. If
Yeah, because the government will pick it. for us.
Exactly.
That's
yeah,
what-
If
exactly.
nobody,
But your vote should, that means that vote count in a
just
sense.
because it
I
They
mean-
should.
say it counts, but it
I mean-
Exactly. Like,
Hey, if they're gonna say it counts, I'm gonna at least put my one
they can
foot
tell you
in the door
everything.
and,
They can
and
tell you
and make my
eating
vote.
pork is healthy, and so just because they took that, no.
I'm gonna agree to disagree.
It's manipulation. The
I'm gonna agree to disagree because we just had our first black president. He won 2 terms.
Exactly.
I mean,
One too. So
I mean, if our vote didn't count,
that
do you
was
think-
that was also as well set up. Just because he won 2 terms doesn't mean it still wasn't set up. He was a puppet, bro.
I think there's some things that they can't fake us out on.
And that's a
though.
lie.
Exactly.
Nah, there's some
And
most
then-
things
and
they
you're-
can. Most things they can, but they can't fake us out on all
They can
things.
figure out
They
everything. They
Not
get
all things.
everything. They get what you see on TV, the voting race, they give you that. They put that on TV. You see what they want you to see. You can't go behind the scenes and get the real
I
scoop.
mean, how many times you could piss on somebody's head and tell them it's raining, though?
They can do it
In that
100.
sense.
They can do it 100 times. It's the government.
They can do whatever they want.
You have no
but
control over nothing. But I understand what you're saying, though. As you said,
Yeah, I don't really want to get into conspiracies because then we could be
It's
going
not a
on
conspiracy, it's a
forever. I mean, I just want to wrap this topic up. I mean, how do you feel about who you voting for? What's your
I'm
point?
not voting for anyone.
Yeah.
People not voting because
Exactly.
it's not like.
Out of all the
they can
candidates
pick
we
it
got,
anyway,
who
so-
you would like the president to be? Out of all the candidates we had.
Well, there was a candidate, remember?
Mm-hmm.
These nuts.
Ah,
Oh,
God, even not for
it is. We know.
it
We
was.
know.
Party,
Right?
these nuts.
I mean,
I didn't even know nothing.
Might
about
as
it.
Yeah,
well
it's
because
these nuts.
vote for
Yeah,
somebody
you're right.
else not gonna happen.
Word up, it was these nuts.
okay, so moving on.
Moving on.
So moving on in the news around the table. Hot topic, we have Cassie. Oh, kissing Kiki Palmer.
Baby Cassie.
How do you feel about that? Do you think that was
King of the
like?
fall, baby. Instagram.
Do you think that was like inappropriate, or you think
No.
was it sexy? I mean,
It was just like you said. What we talking about? We talking about a hot topic. That's exactly what it was. Her kissing, Kiki Palmer kissing Cassie was a hot topic. It was juicy. It was the publicity, you know.
Yeah,
It looked good.
I'm all for
It wasn't
Kiki
nothing.
Palmer and,
It's not
and
important,
Cassie
but-
kissing. I'm all for it.
You
I
slow.
hope they do it again.
Hey, Tell me something.
That's my opinion on that one. You know.
let me ask you something. Do Cassie got a new album coming out, or does Kiki Palmer got new movies coming out?
Kiki
I don't follow
Palmer's
you.
making moves. I don't know what Cassie's doing, but she
Cat,
looks
no,
good. So
no. Matter of fact, I just
don't care.
heard Cassie. She had some shit on
I like Cassie.
Instagram.
I
It was
want her
like
to come back.
it was
man.
called Ooh right on top under Diddy, and she did a good job singing that. Good job.
Well, I guess under that note, I mean, it's good for publicity because sex sells. We all know that in America, sex
Hey,
sells.
Hey, that Diddy baby. She
I'm-
sound good doing that. I don't know about the music, but she sound good singing that.
She need to come back to the music.
So we're going to just wrap this up. I'm gonna put it on you.
Okay.
What's your point about that kissing?
The
that
kissing
you
scene?
agree with that you said. So just wrap it up for me.
All right. My point on that is sex sells, man. They want to be in the media. They want to be on Instagram. They want to be famous. They want to advance in their careers a little bit. Keep kissing girls, man. I think it's gonna work. You know
So with that said, keep kissing girls.
what I'm saying?
Moving on to the next. This is very touchy. We have this white rapper. What's his name? Chet. I think his name is Chet. He uses the word nigga.
Nigga.
Should I say the N word or should I say the word nigga?
Nigga.
How do you feel about white people using the word nigga opposed to like, you know, a rap songs? I mean, you're half white, so.
White people or him or Chet Mays?
I mean,
Chet Mays.
Chet Mays, white people, however you want to take it, it's still a touchy subject no matter how you say it.
Of course, it's something white people. We all know white people say that it's a no go. But as far as the rap situation with the dude Chet, him saying in the rap.
Okay,
thing,
you said white people said this is no go, but it depends what content they use it in. What context they use it in.
No.
Yeah.
In any way. No,
You don't-
it's not
you don't believe-
acceptable.
Word.
Well,
It's a very touchy subject.
Yeah, it's very touchy.
It's a very touchy
It
subject.
should be. I tell you, it's
I don't think it's acceptable really for white people to say it just because, it strikes a nerve with another race, something that we might not understand. Do I think that white people can use the word in a context that is not meant to offend
Yes.
that race?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. But at the end of the day, if the black race is not comfortable with a white person saying it, then you know what, just leave it as
But
that.
who's the black race though? I mean,
we are. You're the black race. What do you
yeah,
mean?
but my thoughts is different from yours. My thoughts is different from yours. To me nowadays, niggas like part of like fashion, it's hip
Yeah,
hop
like
now.
if I'm singing
it's
along,
in songs.
if I'm singing
If
along
that's
to
what
a
they-
song
exactly,
and I
that's what
say
they
the
made-
word, if I'm singing along to a song and I say the word, are you gonna take offense to it?
No, not.
Okay.
He might not, but he
Yeah,
might still.
yeah.
That's why you might as well. just
Exactly,
like,
that's the
And
thing.
that word.
But how could you take a word out the English dictionary though?
It's not in the English dictionary, and if it is in there, it's for a derogatory.
Well, not English
You can't
dictionary
say
in
that.
that sense, but slang. It's a slang word. It's the most probably very popular word on this earth right
You
now.
can say it. Nobody should be able to say it, but I say it. And I agree that black people should be able to say it because basically we all know where the word nigga comes from. We know the derogatory meaning of it. We know how people try to put the light over it to make it sound better. But if you're smart, you know it's never gonna sound better. It's not meant to sound better. You feel me? So, but if we say it, it's
So-
green light because of us. If somebody else say it, then this is my opinion personally.
Yeah.
You feel me? But I give passes.
So let me ask you a question. What's the difference from me saying bitch or something? Like, you mean calling you a bitch or like, you know what I mean? Something,
no-
I mean, you know better than me. You could call a person a bitch in a good
I
way.
think there's a
You could call a
difference.
person a
I
bitch
think
in a good way.
You know where the word nigga came from though?
Yeah.
I
it's
do.
not-
Do
it's
you
How
not-
know-
do you call somebody a bitch?
A bitch, it doesn't
That's my
come
bitch.
from.
That's my bitch.
That's my bitch
That's
or
my bitch.
stop playing bitch. You wildin'.
Yeah, but the word bitch doesn't come from
Exactly.
decades of slavery.
You do not-
and
you can't compare
can't
it.
It doesn't, but nigga and nigger is two different words.
Yeah, they
Y'all
are.
put-
No, it's nigga. It's the same word.
It's not the same word. We don't say N-I-G-G-E-R, do we? Or we say
Just because how
N-I-G-G-A.
you spell it
But
and say
the
it, you
difference
know.
It's different words.
Nigga is
You can't
nigga.
say two different words spelled differently. It can't be the same word
It is
spelled
the same
differently.
word.
But nigga.
What two words?
Okay.
What two-
Okay. Listen.
Spell something right
In
now.
the country did listen. Country folk. A country racist person. Get out the bushes, nigga. Cause that's how they talk.
Nigga.
They said GGA, but they still mean
But
ER
it's
though.
pretty much,
But they still mean ER though. They still mean
Yeah.
nigga.
That's like English
It's
class.
the
Oh,
content.
no, it's not.
Exactly. It's like
the
English class.
content in
No,
which
you
you say
say it in.
but at the same time, it still doesn't make it right.
That's my
for
point.
us to
You
say.
can. He said it was ERGA.
It's different.
No, it's not
It's
because a
different.
country person can mean
Nigger
ER.
and
but
nigga
say-
is
I
different
agree
words.
with both in a sense.
Nigga is nigga to me.
So if you call me your nigga, you call it with the G-E-R or
Nah,
G-E-R? Does it
I'll
mean
do
two
the
different things?
GER. I try not to do the GA. Shit, I'm gonna end up
Exactly.
in trouble
So
out
it's
here.
a different
Exactly.
word.
I'm scared. I ain't
It's-
fucking with that.
Well, I can dig it though. It is though. I'm saying.
I
To
mean-
me, it's one word. To me, it's one word.
Nah, it is one word.
GAER.
It's okay for you to say it, but it's not okay for me to say it, and I'm perfectly fine
Yeah,
with that.
but no. Okay, that's true, but only because you got a little black baby. You can say, oh, you got the pride. You got the green light, school.
So-
you got.
so-
See, you give me the
It's
green light,
passes.
You might not. So
Yeah,
I might
so it's
not.
passes.
And when you in a room,
Ah.
you don't know who is and who's not.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, you don't know who you're gonna
and
offend.
that's what, yo,
And
that's
it's so easy to stay
That's
away
the
from it.
best
so
thing you
that's
can
why I
say,
get why
bro.
you felt the need to say
It is
something.
easy,
Exactly.
but in a sense you can
I
slip
swear.
up sometimes because, like I said, if you singing a song,
you can't.
you the realest, nigga.
Yeah,
B.I.G. and you
you
the
sing a
realest.
song, you record
How could you go around that?
Yeah.
You the realest,
Like,
nigga.
You can do that.
Why I say nigga?
Because no,
You see
growing
what
up
happened
cursing.
on Malibu's Most Wanted, man, when he stood up.
If you in church and you singing, you're not gonna say, I don't fuck with you. You don't say I don't fuck with. When you singing it in front of your kid, I don't. You blank that out automatically. You feel me? So you can just do the same thing with the N word. It's just like a curse. It's just like a curse. If you said it, you said. It's so easy to stay away from it. And if you choose to do that,
It's a
that's
little-
That's real. That's real. Right there.
It's the
That's
word
real.
has become so glorified and it's in all the songs. Sometimes it's hard for, in a sense, a white person not to sing along and not to think, in a sense, it's cool to use that word, but at the same time, you gotta be smart enough. You gotta be smart enough to
Also,
realize that
Yeah,
it's
I
not.
agree with that.
It's
White
not.
rappers
You know what I'm saying?
seem like feel like they have to fit in.
Exactly. I
So
mean,
maybe that's why they do.
all right, we're gonna move on to the
Maybe.
next subject because we could talk about this
Chat,
all
man,
day.
don't say it again, bro.
We could talk about this all day. So moving on to the next subject, we have Amber Rose, and she's got this campaign going on about the slut walk. I mean, it's pretty much not her campaign, but I think she's the face behind it. How do you guys feel about this?
Well, first of all, I don't think it's a campaign. I
Yeah.
think it's just an
It's a
event that
movement.
she hosted.
That's the campaign.
It's one that she hosted though. 'Cause
I mean,
she's not the
Is
face.
she having more?
With a
No.
movement being a
It's
campaign,
going
it didn't
on,
start with her though.
It did.
That's what I'm
started
saying. That's why I said a
2011.
campaign. I think she's just the face behind
The
it.
slut
She
walk.
had her own. She had her own.
She had her
stuff.
own. Yeah, exactly.
That's what she did.
The slut walk
Yeah.
is a
Slut.
movement for women. It started in 2011 in Canada, Toronto,
Oh, okay.
Ontario, Canada,
Okay.
and it started because a cop told a girl that got raped that you should stop dressing that way and you won't get raped.
Oh, okay.
Stop dressing like a slut, you won't
That
get
was
raped.
a whole nother
That's why I
meaning
said a
behind
campaign,
it.
yeah.
That's where it started
what
from.
I
That's where it come from.
understood, what I understood with Amber Rose was that, she's constantly being,
Considered a slut.
bashed,
Yeah,
called
exactly.
a slut, a gold digger, this and that. So she did the slut walk as, try to way to empower herself and say, you
Like
could call
Thought
me,
Life.
basically saying, you could call me a slut, you could call me a whore, those words are no longer gonna affect me.
Yeah, that's what
I'm an
it's
empowered,
empowering. Yeah.
strong
All
woman,
female.
regardless of what you wanna,
They're gonna have sex with whoever.
what
they
you
want.
wanna,
Yeah,
what you
yeah.
wanna label me, what you wanna label me is not necessarily, you can call me a slut, it's not gonna affect me. I think that was the point of the slut walk, of what she was trying to get across there. I'm all for it, I'm all for that, I understand what she was standing for.
I'm all
with
for it
that.
if her purpose is
With that.
for the lady in Toronto. If it's for that, I'm
That's
all
what
for
That's
it.
exactly what it's for. That's what slut walk is.
But I'm all for it if it's the other thing too, like you just said.
That's the way I interpret it.
Because at the end of the day, negative publicity is better than no publicity, is better than positive publicity, honestly.
They say.
You don't hear the good things, you hear
Hers
all
wasn't
the bad
negative
things.
though. Hers was, it was the slut walk is only one thing. It's not negative or positive, only one thing. It started because females in Canada started to empower women. The cop told her to stop dressing like a slut and she went and got raped. So now slut walk is empowering women from getting raped or abused or stuff like
So
that.
can you
That's
say-
a positive thing, though.
That-
You said
Yeah,
it's not a
exactly.
negative
That's
or
what-
positive
But
thing.
can we
It's
say, is
No,
Amber
yeah.
Rose main purpose, or could she just be taking it and running with it?
I don't know if she
No, it's the
will bring
same
it back
thing.
to that woman.
It's like
I
a
don't know if
5K
that's why.
cancer run.
I mean,
it's like a breast
I
cancer
think-
run.
I
It's the
think-
same.
I mean,
think
but
she
you
did it
don't know her
for
intentions
own
though,
reasons.
exactly.
I
You don't
think
know her
she did it for her
intentions.
own reasons. First of all, do I think she likes the publicity? Do I
Yes.
think that she likes? Yes.
Yes.
But do I like what she meant? What she's standing for as far as the slut walk? I think it's
That's
cool.
the- yeah.
She's someone who's constantly
It's her
being labeled a
intentions.
slut, constantly this, constantly that. I think it's cool that she's like,
She's trying to
I'm
take
a-
the bad meaning out
Yeah.
of the word slut. So
You
if that
can't-
does happen and the word slut doesn't mean anything negative,
Yeah.
and somebody calls your daughter a slut,
mm-hmm.
are you gonna feel
Well,
some
this
type
is
of way
the
about
thing.
that?
The
Fucking
first
right, I'm
thing,
gonna knock that nigga out.
the first
But why?
thing.
When they're taking the whole reason of this whole thing is to, well, part of the reason is to take the bad meaning.
Well,
out
people
of
lower
slut.
words up. Yeah, exactly. Like nigga, we
It's
lower
like-
words
exactly.
up, and
It's
it's like
just-
it hurts you when
You
somebody
know
calls
when
you
to
that.
say it, when not to say it. Shit like that.
Anytime somebody wants to insult a female, the first thing that they call them, oh, she's a slut,
I
she's
say
a whore.
bitch.
And
I
that's
think
what
I don't
she's
really
trying
say
to
it,
stop.
but
And
I
Yeah,
want to.
exactly. She's trying to take the power out of the word. That's what the whole slut walk, to me, that's how I interpreted it, and I like
But-
that. I'm down with that. I think that's dope. So,
But what
More power
it is
to
what it
sluts.
is. Where
Just-
it is what it is.
Okay, more
just
power
pick
to sluts.
The slut walks, not the real
To end
sluts.
it off, though, we're gonna have you end this off. What's your point on the whole slut walk?
I
Amber
think you
Rose
can
shit?
dress however you want. You can have sex with whoever you want. Do whatever the fuck you want. That doesn't make you a slut.
Yeah.
I agree.
And that's,
So coming up, we got this thought sauce. I don't really know how to go into details about this, but we have like a black girl who's actually singing a song, and this white guy who's actually an older guy who walks up behind her and
She's a
starts dancing with her and stuff.
And then Tatiana.
I mean, we don't call her Tatiana Ali.
oh.
And we got this older guy who walks up behind her and he sings.
Cause girl, you're working.
I mean, how do you feel about this? Do you?
She just died.
Oh,
But
man.
she likes it.
Well, he's a sugar daddy. Obviously.
Honestly, she like nah. She look like a CNA, a registered nurse that got a.
So let's say, for instance, what if that's real love back here?
Nah.
What if that's real love?
My thing is,
This ain't Mary Jane. That
I
ain't
was,
real up, baby.
Who knows
She
though?
ain't Mary Jane. That ain't
So
I
we
know.
assuming right now. We assuming that.
I'm assuming literally in literal sense, but I'm 100% sure that listen, she's not Mary
Well,
Jane.
you're not assuming you're 100% sure of yourself.
No.
Nah, I was when
That
I
could
saw
be
In
your
my
man.
mind, 100% sure. But of
But
course,
in real life, are you?
when I saw
No,
that video,
no, no.
I was
That could be a boo
absolutely disgusted by
That's
it.
it,
I
exactly.
thought that was disgusting. I think she should be Tatiana or whoever she is should be ashamed
But
of
when I
herself.
seen, I thought of real love. I said that's real right
But
there.
that's some Anna Nicole Smith shit.
Exactly.
That's
No.
Some people got things for older
Anna,
guys.
no, Anna did
No,
it for the
she didn't
money.
have- exactly.
She ain't had no
She
thing
didn't
for
have a
him.
thing for
She
him.
did
I
it-
mean,
she did it for the money. She
It is
didn't
what
have
it
no
is.
thing
I
for him.
think anybody watching the video could
Yes.
be clear
Exactly.
on
My-
what
I mean,
the situation
I
We
agree.
can watch the
is
same video
with that.
and have two different meanings about the video. That doesn't
That's why
really mean
that's your
shit.
point. That's your
I
point.
can't
My
really
point.
understand your side of that. I see
Word.
one thing when I see that
So
video.
your side's the right side, you're saying?
Absolutely.
Oh
I think
my
that is
God.
I think
I agree
it's
with your side.
despicable.
I
I
agree
think
with
that
your
girl
side.
should be embarrassed. I want to know who put did she really put that video
She
up?
did like
He
this.
posted it.
And no, you no,
posted-
she,
Does he even know how to use social
I don't
media?
know.
He's
I'm
old
just
as
saying,
hell. Like, I don't think he posted. He probably couldn't even see. He probably didn't know
well,
what
he
was
ain't know where he was going.
Oh, man.
Well, she's probably crying, so maybe we should be a little easier.
Nah, she should
Nah,
cry,
she should have
man.
did it.
She should
If you cry right now because you put that picture with that old man, that's like, listen, that's a form of, I mean, as a senior citizen, like, you took advantage. Like, hey,
I
Tatiana
hope you got
Ali.
what
So,
wanna know
what's your
man.
point, basically? You gonna wrap this up? What's your point?
My point is, hit the crown, ho.
Oh.
Basically, he means do your thing.
Do your thing, mommy. That's what
Move on to the next thing, the final thing of the night. We got it. Here comes the bullshit.
Here it comes.
Here
Oh,
comes the
man.
bullshit. We have 50 Cent with F and Vodka. I mean, he's a G-Unit fan, obviously. I mean, do you think it's like a good venture for him, or you think he's trying to compete with Ciroc?
Of course,
Because of Puffy, you know, him and Puffy got the history.
He's putting that vodka. Ciroc is probably one of the top vodkas in the urban area.
Mhm.
He's competing, of course, and I'm going with the F.
Well, ain't it supposed to be healthy? I mean,
It's organic
Organic,
vodka. I don't know what's
organic.
healthy or
Well,
organic or whatever.
I remember an interview with 50 saying, well, it's vodka. How could it be healthy? I'm just saying, it's good vodka. Like,
Yeah,
basically.
that's a fact. Like he didn't. I mean, he told you about it.
I
Like,
think it's a good venture. I mean, also he's also an entrepreneur. So I mean, he's getting his hands in everything. You know, he's got the vitamin water, he's got the label, he's got the music. Now he's got the vodka. I think it's a good look for
it's a
him.
great look.
But
and it's better to it's better than Ciroc.
I don't know about that.
Have you had some? I had some.
But one thing that I can say is I do feel like 50 is always trying to come at people, trying to come for people. You know what I
That's
mean?
exactly.
So is he trying to come for Ciroc? And do we think he's going to be successful
I'm
in
glad you
that?
said that. That's my next question. Do you think it's something that's gonna last? Like Ciroc's been around for like a good time. We've seen 50 where he did ventures and he just moved on to the next because
But everything
it's not
lasted though. Which one of his ventures?
Vitamin waters, that's not
It showed it. It's still popular.
I just drank a
Vitamin water
the
is
other
still-
day.
G-Unit clothing, but it's not
G-
50 Cent. 50 Cent had a special kind with
Yeah, but it's
Yeah, no, he still
promotes
has
it.
shares in that, doesn't he?
Nah, he showed it all. That's why he got the money.
All
But
right, G-Units.
I
I mean, when the last time you seen a nigga walk around with G-Units on?
I didn't see my walking in, but they out.
Don't even.
They out.
Don't even walk around.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
you know what?
exactly.
I
Hey,
don't
listen,
know.
they're right.
You must have FUBU.
I got the retro
What
G-Units.
you buy you?
I don't know if it's going to catch on the way Ciroc is. I think Ciroc's got a pretty strong following. I don't think Ciroc's going anywhere. I'll try this effing
You know
vodka.
what?
I'll
You
try
know
this
what?
effing
Grey
vodka.
Goose said the same thing about Ciroc when that first came out because before the Grey Goose it was Belving and Grey Goose and then Ciroc came out. So Grey Goose said the same thing about Ciroc and now look at me now. Hey, look.
But look at who's behind it, 50 Cent.
Okay, look at the bouncer. What's the difference?
When I think about 50 Cent, I don't think he commits to no situation. I just feel like
What?
he jumps into something, then he jumps out of it, he runs.
He's 50 Cent because he's 100%.
I mean, that's good business. I guess that's a good business.
He's 50 Cent because of his commitment. That's why you know his
This
name.
whole thing is
What?
probably playing. He probably does that, like tries to come at people for the publicity. Like,
Did he?
That's
oh,
exactly-
Oh, maybe
that's
if I
50
come at
Cent.
this person, they'll talk about it, and then they'll try.
Okay.
I'm not gonna
That's his
lie
attitude.
because
Every-
I'm
and
intrigued.
everything.
I want to try the effing vodka for sure, and I like the name of it, effing vodka. Man.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
I'm
know,
trying to have some effing vodka,
once you take a shot, you-
but
don't
I rock with the
Just take a
Ciroc.
shot, you a thought.
Oh.
Let's take a shot.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing.
here? Okay.
Okay, to wrap everything up, man. We had a great show. What's your point? Thank you to my new host,
Hey.
and my current host has always been here. We have an open chair feel free to
Come
you know,
challenge,
email us.
man.
You know, hit us up on Facebook,
Your point.
Instagram. We want to know what's your point.
King of the Fall. Holla.
We have a guest performance by my boy Bless, King Ramses. Y'all know him by.
Get that, man.
Go ahead, check into it, and
King
thank you
Ramses
for
on
coming
Instagram,
out.
man.
What's your point?
What's your point?
It's a wrap.
Life's a movie, baby.
I move quiet, but I'm smoking on that loud. And I'm strapped with something to make your mama scream out loud. Your girl quiet, but when she fuck me, she get loud. And I love it when she loud. You turn this shit up loud. Yo, this a lyrical felony for my renegade. Hennessy, guzzlers, nothing to let that semi-spray. You get your top drop and your drop top candidate. It's hard to breathe in my hood. You probably hyperventilate. So I pray every morning before I begin the day. For my niggas who still trapping on that interstate. For my niggas who still trapped up in the States. I'm living on that energy. I'm ready for that center stage. I'm more quiet, but I'm smoking on that loud. And I'm strapped with something that make your mama scream out loud. Hey, your girl quiet, but when she fucking, she get loud. And I love it when she loud. Yo, turn this shit up loud. I'm more quiet, but I'm smoking on that loud. And I'm strapped with something that make your mama scream out loud. Hey,